Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of May 28th, April 28th. Sorry, jumped the month.
May 28th,
2024.
We're from the future.
I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams, along with our in-studio producer, the Mighty Max Fury, and Tech Master Sweet Tea. Behind the desk today, Luke, how's your Sunday, sir?
Fantastic. Ready to talk about some draft. Ready to talk about all kinds of fun professional wrestling stuff.
Wrestling.
Hit me with some Macho. What would Macho Man say about the draft?
Yeah, the draft. Oh, yeah, See, no pukesters to the left of me, no pukesters to the right. I don't care if you're gonna put me on Raw or SmackDown. Yeah, see, I'm gonna go to each one because the cream always rises to the top. Yeah, the cream on SmackDown. Here, I smacked down some cream with Hogan's wife the other night. Yeah, I did it. Sorry. Pukesters to the left. Pukesters don't even know. They don't even know. Mighty Max Fury, how's your Sunday, baby boy?
I'm doing good.
It was like Frere Jacques, but in his own world.
Tech Master
Frere
T.
Jacques. You know.
Tech Master T. How you doing, dude?
What's up, brother? Doing real good.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. We got a great episode for you, brother. Brother. All right.
Can I be a sister?
Sister.
That sounds really wrong.
Is that right?
Hold on. We'll revisit that for a different video. All right. We got Derek in the house. We got Wolfie. We got the Duke. What's up, y'all? So let's get into it.
Yep, hit us with our first one.
I
I was very upset when I opened my phone. This is, of course, a screenshot from my phone, obviously, from WrestleZone.
You can see the porn logo. No.
Credit to WrestleZone for this. Von Wagner was actually released
Last week.
when Jinder and all of them were released, but no one
They just didn't tell us about it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this hurts. This one's deep, and the reason being is they had put so much time and effort into the story just for it to just go away.
Yeah. Derek says this is going to be a great show tonight. Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's make sure it's really boring now.
But yes, Von Wagner released. Unfortunate. Still was on TV. Still was in a regular storyline. Really sucks for Robert Stone, A.E. Robbie E., who was just actually getting to start to wrestle again as his manager. I don't know what that does for him.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't get him cut because he's a hell of a writer and a hell of a hand to have.
But I don't watch NXT. We've talked about this, so I don't really know a lot about the guy's work.
Well, he went to Raw in the draft, and then they just sent him right back to NXT.
I know that, like, Stand and Deliver, he did a pretty decent job in that triple threat with Dijak.
His match against Braun Breakers matches were pretty good.
But, you know, if he's got...
He was scheduled to go up against Lexus King, I thought.
Yeah, that was, and then they ended up putting Dijak in that instead.
Well, best of luck in your future endeavors, buddy. See you at AEW.
Hit us with the next one.
This one, even though I don't watch NXT, this one did get me.
Well, he's not on NXT.
Well, he was.
He's on
And
SmackDown.
then he went to SmackDown. And they released our boy Cameron Grimes. Talk about like
They
a...
haven't done anything with him, but he's a great worker.
And that's the thing.
He's a hell of a hand. Trevor Lee is a hell of a hand.
He found his niche in NXT when he came back as the rich cowboy. Like he really...
Well, he really made that money, too. Like, he
hit
legitimately hit the stop.
He hit a great mark. And they just didn't. They also, like, aesthetically, he looked different than everybody else. He had the fucking chest. He had the facial hair.
To the moon.
He looked like a rabid animal. And then when they called him up, they cut his hair. They shaved his face. They shaved his body. He looked like every other wrestler.
Yeah. Hit me with the next one. This come out actually.
Yeah, this is cool.
Cameron Grimes said that the first wrestler to reach out to him after the heartbreaking video that he posted on his Instagram was Logan Paul. He said that it was really odd because he didn't remember giving Logan Paul his phone number, first off. He said, and Logan Paul's a big star. Like, it wasn't normal, he didn't think, for somebody that big a class superstar to be able to, that would just reach out to him. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's proving a lot of people's
He is, man.
intuition wrong.
An interesting thing for Cameron, too, to, like, put over, because let's be clear, in the WWE, like the wrestling system, Cameron Grimes has been there longer than Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But to acknowledge like that Logan Paul's a legitimate star, and to say for a guy like with his caliber to come out to come to me, that's just like really classy on Cameron Grimes, because he could have been like, yeah, dude, you're U.S. champion, but you're a fucking YouTube guy, blah blah blah. Instead, with the opposite route was like, and then it's like if somebody, I don't know.
It's like Punk was upset
if during the Attitude Era that fucking Rosie got released.
Yeah.
And The Rock called him personally, or Stone Cold called him personally.
It was like, hey kid.
And then Rosie would go out and be like, yeah, and then, one of the big stars hit me up and told me I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, Logan Paul is...
It's a mutual class act situation, and we don't get that a lot.
The mistake that the kid made when he was a kid on YouTube can't be held against him for the rest of his life.
Nope.
The kid is trying. He's trying
He's
to...
even getting my credit, and I still will not fully say that I am a fan of Logan Paul.
Got a damn good drink.
I saw one earlier I shared to our Facebook group, facebook.com/ProWrestling, where was another interview with Logan Paul where he said that basically it's gonna strange sound, but fighting KO was the hardest thing I've ever done. With just talking about how being a wrestler is the hardest thing. It's so much harder. He said it was harder than when he fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Basically because when you're boxing, your opponent is the only thing you have to worry about. And when as a professional wrestler, there's like 60,000 different other things going on at the same time.
You've got to be a good pro to work in the WWE. This is something that no one gets. You have to be a great pro wrestler, like third or fourth.
Yeah.
And compared to learning productions, how to hit your marks, how to market yourself, all those things, like, there are great pro wrestlers all over the world that will never, even if they got signed to the WWE, couldn't pick up on the production stuff, couldn't pick up on the wherewithal. Where's your hard cam? If you're used to working in arenas, fuck, wherever the hard cam's gonna be. But with their system and the way they do it, so yeah, like, to that, piggyback off what I'm saying,
to your point,
is that, like, Logan Paul not only respecting the in-ring work, but all of the extra hard work, not to mention the road schedule and the fucking everything else.
That's what he talks about and all that. He goes on.
Yeah, said wrestling. What was it? Wrestling Kevin Owens.
But then look
was harder than wrestling Floyd Mayweather.
But then look at the opposite approach and how Ronda Rousey talks about wrestling. Wrestling's fake. It's not that hard. You couldn't do my job like basically comes in, makes a ton of money and shits on the business.
Yeah, but she looked like shit doing it. But she wasn't good at it.
But my point to that is, the YouTube guy with very limited combat sports experience, number one, took it seriously, trained his ass off, trained harder to be a good wrestler than
has
Ronda
retired
did,
from everything but WWE.
and is now taking WWE and being a professional wrestler seriously. Like, it's fucking cool. Logan Paul rocks. Feel like it. Tough titty said the kitty with the
Well, tough shit, because you're going to be watching him for a while.
for a real long time.
Hit us with the next one, please.
Yeah, gonna be a long time.
Go ahead, Caleb. This is for you. This is Becky Hogan. Go ahead and...
Well, let me tell you something, dude. That doesn't work for me, brother. So I'm not gonna go out there and not win the world title, brother. See, I know I just lost at Starrcade to Sting, brother. But Sting's out, brother, and I'm gonna be champ again, brother. But I don't know if she politicked it. I'm not gonna assume that she did. What I am going to say is that it's fucking stupid, and I said this last week, that Becky Lynch lost at WrestleMania, and then just because Rhea's hurt, they're like, oh, let's put Becky back on top. The thing is that disavows Rhea Ripley's fucking victory over her when you could have done something completely different and created a new scenario for the fans.
Called NXT.
Am I saying that, like, every option that they would have had would have been great? Absolutely fucking not.
I mean, you're not gonna give a good replacement for Rhea Ripley anyway.
Even if you wanted a champion for just the next few months, while let's assume that her injury is going to keep her out for longer than 6 months, right?
Thank you, Derek.
So if that's the case, I wouldn't even say throw it on Liv, even though it makes sense for her to come back to. Give us something to fill that time that's different, that new fans can... I think that they wouldn't actually miss the mark that badly if, say... And you couldn't do this, obviously, with the draft. You've got to worry about which superstars are going where and blah, blah, blah. But, like, if you were going to have somebody come in and win that would have been a surprise, why not Piper Niven for 2 months?
Somebody.
Put it on her. Let her feud with Becky. Let Becky beat her for it.
Give it to Nia For Christ's sake.
Exactly. You could have coasted. I don't even like Nia Jax, but you could have coasted off a couple of months of viewership just to see what was going to happen. You've got so much talent right now. Why didn't you call up any girl from NXT?
That's what I said. Yeah, throw the belt on her.
Have Gigi Dolan just appear and have her fucking snake the win. You've got a whole new conversation.
Thea Hale.
Thea Hale, exactly. Somebody brand new to the viewership. That way it's not like... Because, let's be clear, when you watch the Battle Royal on Monday,
Could always put it on Shayna.
the only two people you expected to win were Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch. There was
Liv Morgan.
Sorry, Liv Morgan, my bad.
I'd have been okay
They
with
all
it
look
was
alike.
Alexa Bliss.
But my point to that is, though, like, going in, even when the ring is stacked full of people, everybody knew it was going to be one of those two. So why not give us something to just chew on for a minute and get a glimpse of and then come back?
I'd have let Chelsea Green win it in a shit snake way, like when she fell out
Fucking...
and she got back into the ring, they should have let her win it.
Why not like Ivy Nile? Doing great work every week.
Ivy Nile is amazing.
Works great.
Amazing.
And here's the thing, though. She's not so over where losing the championship in a couple months would hurt her.
You know what would have been huge? Maxine Dupree.
Or Zelina Vega.
So, well, Maxine Dupree's had this whole thing of you're not a great wrestler, you're not this, you're not that.
Yeah.
Have her eliminate the people who have been pushing her, and then have her snake schoolboy wins and shit for the next 60 days
Yeah.
until somebody, you can put it on somebody else.
And on top of that, and yes, again, it's all triggered by Rhea's injury, but like, this is a period of time after WrestleMania where Becky should be going away. Because she suffered a major loss at Mania, and if how can I miss you if you won't go away?
Right.
She's going to start burning people out.
Yep.
Seth Rollins should be off TV for a hot minute. He just had the belt for a fucking year.
Wrestled 2 main events with a torn
Back to back,
meniscus.
like give us somebody else so we can continue to
Hold on, I
appreciate.
forgot to add this to our thing.
Yeah.
Cruz del Toro from the LWO.
Yeah,
Successful elbow surgery. This week they had to write him off TV.
good.
He's
Not that he got written off, but he had good surgery.
Surgery successful, should be back within the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Just speaking of injuries, how you had said that, I wanted to make sure I covered that.
Look, right here, Chelsea Green should have won the World Women's Championship and pissed Adam Pearce off. You could have done something with that. You could have had her win it and be super cocky about it and have Adam Pearce come out and be like, well, we're going to give you the best competition and make her defend the fucking thing every week. She'll get better. She'll work with top
Well,
talent.
Chelsea Green's already a good wrestler.
But here's my point. You've got a story that doesn't directly involve everyone in the women's division, that directly involves everyone in the women's division. If for nothing else, because we already know when Rhea gets back, the belt's going back on her. You could have taken this time to experiment. You got the viewership, you got the money. Start ingratiating the fans to something different. Just for a minute.
Totally.
I was working on something for a second, so I lost track. Did we cover the big thing from NXT?
No, I do not have that on here. I cannot believe I forgot that.
Oh, shit. Yeah, buddy.
I was so covered up with the draft, guys.
Any of us thought about it.
Let's go ahead and hit it here.
Yeah, let's do it now without a graphic.
Your new NXT Heavyweight Champion, Trick Williams. Beating go back and watch the match. We have so much news that we also don't have the. We'll get into SmackDown in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey there, Big Bad John.
Big Bad John.
But hey, big
Oh, we also didn't bother getting Dynasty results, so we have to talk about that too, so we talk about the points before we take picks from Backlash. We're doing, guys, we're fucking killing it this week.
Yeah.
Strap in. We're flying by the seat of our pants. Our bad.
We will cover whatever we don't get into this week next week.
Well, no, we'll cover it. We're not going to have as much picture support.
All right, so hit us with the next one. Let's see what our
God
next
damn
one
it.
is.
2 major world title changes in the entire
I've been so tired, man.
and we didn't list a fucking minute.
2000 estimated revenue for 2023 has come out.
Yep.
Tony Khan and AEW hits with $250 million. Estimated all year long last year, of course, WWE coming in at $1.13 billion.
However, that revenue is also partly due to the TKO acquisition.
Yes.
So when they compare that number, and the first thing wrestling fans, because it's a trigger figure, wrestling fans will think, oh, the WWE made billions while AEW only made $250 million. Yeah, they did, but they also just got bought by $1 billion holding group.
Right.
Liquidated a ton of their assets, and that also counts as profit. If you don't, I'm not doing a segment on how fucking liquidation works today. The point is that They didn't make $1.13 billion at the gate and merch and everything else. They had $1 billion company invested by it. So keep that in mind when you see these reports, like I explained
I
last
just
week.
figured it needed to be shown.
Yes. However, that being said, they made enough money that another $1 billion company was like, I want a piece of that. So
Yeah,
they made some fucking change.
true. Here's with the next one. Alright, Mr. Lars Sullivan. Would you like to blow up on Mr. Lars Sullivan?
Could I a little bit?
Go ahead.
Hey, fuck Stick. How do you go from being a top prospect in NXT, which he was?
He was. Hell, he had a program with John Cena like that.
There were people who enjoyed Lars Sullivan. I remember when Lars Sullivan first came out.
Oh no, you mean when he first come out
When he first debuted in NXT, what did I say? Remember? He looks like an old school Killer Kowalski style heel. If they use him right, they can push him because he's the only guy in the business who looks like that.
Yep.
And then this prick goes on an anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ fucking rant all over the interwebs, which I'm going to stop y'all right here. If you have a problem with that, that's your problem while I'm talking. So anybody watching, if you have views about that stuff, keep it to yourself, or you just get the fuck off my channel. My point to this is what I'm saying is that he goes on this crazy fucking rant. And then it's like 6 months later, this is after his release, when he's doing all this crazy QAnon nonsense, it gets fucking brought up that not only is he a fucking racist homophobe, but he did male-on-male adult at-home videos at a younger time in his life, so it's like, man, you sure do talk a lot of shit about dudes with dicks in their mouths with a dick in your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, falls into obscurity over that. Well, then this story comes out this week. There's this woman that apparently he just like fucking blows up on and starts being terrible to, and she has no fucking clue who the guy is. And then she does some research, and it turns out
exactly who he is.
it's patented. I speak so loudly because I'm hearing something myself. Fucking right-wing fucking nutcases who suck Donald Trump's dick and then suck an actual dick and then get mad at the dudes who suck dick regularly about sucking dick. And Lars Sullivan, if you're watching this, I can tell you from the whole team to myself, if you've got a problem, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And the horse you rode in on, fuck your face, the neck it sits on, fuck your sister, fuck your mama, fuck your granny, and most of all, fuck you. That about cover it?
That covers it.
Good.
Alright, here's for the next one. Alright. I think now is the perfect time to go ahead and get into Dynasty results.
Alright, let me pull it up here.
Before we hit the draft.
So, draft's coming up. Our very first pay-per-view this week with all team members participating. We got the results right here, kids. It's in my hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the results because we don't have time to go through every single match.
Also, I would like to point out, Rachel, I know you're in here. Be sure to post your picks for Backlash on the Facebook group page, please.
Yeah. All right, so we got, in no particular order, this is just the way it landed when I wrote it
Yeah,
out.
whatever 15 of these matches, whichever one you want to start with.
FTR versus the Young Bucks in a ladder match for the AEW Tag Team title. That covers the bases, Caleb's well done. Oh, just wait, Derek. This episode today you're going to enjoy because I got a lot of them. The Young Bucks win. Myself, Luke, Max, Sweet Tea, and Rachel all chose the Young Bucks.
Jack Perry.
Jack Perry returned. Talk about that never. Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Jay Briscoe against the House of Black. Myself, Coletta, and Luke went House of Black. They won. Brian Danielson versus Bill Osby in
one of the greatest matches.
I don't want to get into it a ton here, but we can all remember how I felt about Omega and Ospreay going into it.
Yeah.
I had expectations for this match to be great, and it still surpassed them. So hats off. Anyway,
Just whenever, Rachel, just make sure you keep updated picks on.
myself, Max, and Luke all went Bill Osby. Bill Osby won. It was unanimous for the entire team that Willow Nightingale would win. It was unanimous that Okada would win, which he did. Roderick Strong defended the international title against Kyle O'Reilly. Coletta, Big Bad John, Luke, and myself picked Roddy. Toni Storm successfully defended her women's title against Thunder Rosa in a great fucking match, by the way.
Fantastic.
Sweet Tea is the only person who chose Thunder Rosa, so no point for her. Our world title match, actually I'm going to save that one. Chris Jericho and Hook, the FTW title. The only people who got a point for that were Rachel and Sweet Tea because he won. Fuck them. Bullet Club Gold. Coletta's the only person who chose to win the tag team unification 6-man tag team title match. It was unanimous that Trent Barreto would beat Matt Sydal, which he did. And other than Luke, who went with Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty, Orange Cassidy and Shibata won, meaning everybody else got a point. And again, the main event. Samoa Joe defends the AEW World Championship against Swerve Strickland and new AEW World's Heavyweight Champion Swerve motherfucking Strickland. The people who chose him were myself, Luke, Max, and Sweet Tea.
I thought that was Kofi Kingston.
He won the WCW title this week.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if anybody saw that.
And so, with that, it's time to tally up the points, baby, the points. In first place, starting off this season with 10 points. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? That's right, kids. It's me.
It's already starting.
You're welcome. You knew what this was. Tied for second place with 9 points are the Luke, the Big Dog Williams, and Special K, a.k.a. the Professor,
a.k.a. the Law.
Professional, whichever. We have a 3-way tie for third place with... No, we don't. Sorry, Max, you're in third place. I take that back, it's not a tie. I want to correct myself. Tie for fourth place are Sweet Tea and Big Bad John. And in last place, with 6 points, is Rachel, PWT correspondent. So there we have it, folks. The point race is already off the ground. We all know how this season's going to go. It's all right. You can admit it now. Kidding. I only called this one so well because I actually watch AEW and none of you do. I always lose my ass on NXT pay-per-views, because this is why. But there we go.
All right, we got the draft rules. You want to give them the draft rules?
Yeah. SmackDown had their first 4 rounds, 16 total picks. On Raw, there's going to be 6 rounds, 24 total picks. Champions are protected, which means the WWE champions are staying on SmackDown and the World Champions are staying on Raw. The US champion is staying on SmackDown and the Intercontinental title staying on Raw. However, the women's tag titles are eligible for draft because they bounce back and forth. SmackDown already picked first. Raw picks next on Monday, and the roster's lock next Monday on May 8th. So there we have it. The draft's already underway. SmackDown's already solidified some selections. I don't. Are those from the draft this week? Perfect.
Don't worry about that.
I don't know if that's
keep
something
Go
that
ahead and with the next one.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, we got a graphic for it.
Go ahead and read it off that, though. You probably have an easier way of reading it off of
Yeah. All right, so going to, what is this, Raw?
those are birthdays.
Oh, yeah, you should take that.
Shit. I'm sorry. I thought I had that turned to... You're right here. I'm sorry. Here.
There you go.
Raw, SmackDown.
Actually, let me see this for a second. Okay. All right, Raw. First round. Jay
Uso
and Seth Rollins going to Raw. SmackDown, Bianca Belair and Carmelo Hayes gets called up. Second round, Braun Breaker and Liv Morgan to Raw. Orton and Nia Jax go to SmackDown.
Yep.
Sheamus and Maximus, please forgive me, I can't quite read that one.
Ricochet?
Oh, that's Trevor.
No, Ricochet, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor is a keep.
Okay. So Ricochet and
Sheamus
Sheamus
is a steal.
Yeah, so Ricochet and Sheamus to Raw. LA Knight and the Bloodline SmackDown.
Bloodline being Solo Sikoa, the MFT,
Yeah.
and Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns pulled himself out of the draft.
Alpha Academy and Kiana James are going to Raw. Kiana James getting called up from NXT. AJ Styles staying on Raw or SmackDown, and Andrade going to SmackDown, which is fucking great because I really would like to see some Andrade and AJ Styles matches in the future.
I think it'll be great.
There you go, Maximus. Thank you, sir, for your due diligence.
It'll be really good. Go ahead and hit us with the next slide. These are the supplemental draft. Raw has selected Ivar, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark.
Good call to keep Zoe on.
Here's what I don't like. SmackDown takes Baron Corbin.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm not happy
Split
about
the
it.
Wolf Dogs.
Cedric Alexander, Ashanti, the Adonis, and the OC to SmackDown. And that is your supplemental draft for Saturday. Now, Monday we will get the draft followed by another supplemental draft where the rest of the roster will be eligible Monday night to be drafted and all of that fun stuff.
Can I make a quick observation?
Yes.
With the exception of Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura not having been selected or held to a certain draft yet, every former member of the Bullet Club that's in the WWE are all on SmackDown.
Other than
Shinsuke and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga, Cody,
Yeah.
the OC, AJ Styles,
Yeah.
with the exception of Shinsuke and
Well,
Finn.
but Monday night hasn't happened yet.
But it hasn't, but I'm just saying, with the exception of Shinsuke and Finn, every former member of the Bullet Club in the WWE is on SmackDown.
I am expecting Finn Balor to be gone from the Judgment Day, or maybe the Judgment Day gone altogether here soon.
True. See what happens. Just interesting thing to keep an eye on there.
Yeah.
So there we have it. The draft has been determined.
So far.
Supplemental drafts, first picks, and we got more to follow on Raw. If you would, Techmaster T. Right. So true, Caleb. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Time for our next selection of picks, ladies and gentlemen. Backlash. We're moving right into week 3.
Yes. Second pay-per-view of the year.
Second pay-per-view already, which means we've got more points. Now look, there are only 5 matches listed. That being said, we will do as we always do. We'll take those points now, and then anything added throughout the week before the pay-per-view rolls around, we will post online, so follow us there if you want the full results, just in case anything changes. So in no particular... Well, actually, no, we'll go by graphic. Yeah. Cody Rhodes defends the World Championship, or the WWE Championship, against AJ Styles. Big Bad John and Special K have already made their selections. So with that being said, Sweet Tea, start us off. Cody or AJ?
Cody.
Maximus. Say his name.
I want the camera.
I believe in Joe Henry. That's right. God damn it. Luke.
Cody Rhodes. Because I'm going for points.
Rachel's going to post hers. Obviously.
Cody.
Okay, yep, perfect. Yeah, she makes those selections with us. And obviously, I mean, come on. I'm picking AJ Styles. No, sir. All right, Cody is unanimous.
Oh, I would like to point out, we talked about this last year. No saves this season. We have too many people.
Yeah,
We
no
can't do the
saves.
saves. So no saves this season. We go for points.
All right. Damian Priest defends the World Championship against Jey Uso. Big Bad John and Special K have already chosen Priesty.
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, let's do this
All right.
first.
My bad. The Kabuki Warriors defend the women's tag team titles against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Kabuki Warriors are the champs. Big Bad John chose the Kabuki Warriors. Special K has selected Cargill and Belair. And I gotta be honest, I'm not entirely sure about this one yet.
I am not either, so go to somebody else.
Maximus, what are you thinking? This is a tough one.
Yeah.
It is.
I think if the other 2 girls were an actual tag team, I would choose them. But they're not.
Yeah, but Cargill's just now coming on in the mainstream, so do you want to put some fire under her and have Belair?
I'll justify my pick when it's my turn.
All right, Rachel's choosing Jade and Bianca.
I'm gonna go Jade and Bianca.
I think so too, but that's just because I don't think they should beat Jade just yet. So
who's the other team?
Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill against Asuka and Kairi Sane.
For the belts.
For the belt?
The belts.
Yeah, it's gonna be Belair. Can the camera hear me sigh really loud
yes,
again?
it can. I'm gonna go Jade and Belair as well.
Here's the deal. This is where you start to build for Mania.
I'm sorry, that isn't Kairi Sane, is it? That's
That's kind of
it is.
They're going to start to build for Mania next year because that's what that match is going to be right there.
Yeah.
Jade and Bianca, they have to win the tag titles to do that. Therefore, Jade and Bianca win the
Okay.
title.
If the Kabuki Warriors win, Big Bad John's the only person getting a point for that match.
Yep.
So we're in the thick of it now. Next graphic, please. The Bloodline takes on Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. The Bloodline being the team of Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. I am just going to start this one. I'm going the Bloodline.
I am also going to Bloodline.
Axe is going to the Bloodline. Sweet Tea.
Bloodline.
And Rachel, we're waiting on yours, which she'll post in a minute. So we can move on to the next one.
Yep. There we go.
Bailey defends the Women's Championship against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton in a triple
Yeah,
threat
it's going to be a
match.
triple threat match. Now, I did not know that.
Yeah.
While I was grabbing the graphics, it was made, so it's not going to change my opinion of pick. She went Orton and
Solo, okay, which means
Wait a minute, no.
No,
You can't do
no, it's Orton and KO. Orton and Kevin Owens against Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga.
Yeah, that's the way that the
Yeah.
poster shows it. It's confusing.
Where were we?
Women's Championship.
Yeah, none of us have made a pick yet, except for Big Bad John and Special K. Both of them chose Bailey.
Rachel also chooses Bailey. I also choose Bailey.
Okay,
It's not been soon enough for them to take
I'm
the
going
title off
Bailey
of
as
her
well. Max.
Bailey.
Unless she's a transitional champion, I just don't see that happening.
Rachel, remember Orton and KO or the Bloodline. Orton KO. Okay. So if Randy Orton and KO wins, Rachel's the only person who gets that point.
Alright, here's the next one.
All right, and the last match that we've got for now, Damian Priest defends the world title against Jey Uso. I'm going Damian Priest. Hasn't been long enough yet to take the belt off of him.
If anyone was going to lose the belt, it would be him.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Damian Priest.
No, you're right. It is confusing the way they did that.
Yeah, that's what I said. The way they have them messed. Yeah, I don't understand why they have them stacked like that.
Damian, Sweet Tea. Okay.
Yeah, Damian. Yeah,
Max.
too soon. Unless he's a transitional champion.
And Rachel, you're the last one. Damian Priest or Jey Uso? Damian figured.
Yeah.
So that one's unanimous. Cody Rhodes is unanimous. Bailey is unanimous. So the only matches that have any points on the line whatsoever that are going to be different for anybody are the women's tag team title match and the match with the Bloodline, and only two people really stand to profit an extra point on top of that, which are Rachel for Randy and KO and Big Bad John with the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
So there we have it.
Cool.
Like we said, as matches get released, we will cover you on social media.
We'll tally it up, but there you have it. The points are in play. 5 more points on the line.
Yep.
$1 million
On the
on
line.
the line. One man's life is on the line. Also on the line is where you can find us, which is at Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. You can follow us on X at ProWrestlingTD. Just send us a fucking email. Goddamn,
We don't own that, by the way. We don't own that.
Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. You can also check out streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown or the official ProWrestlingThrowdown.com website, which is ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, where you can access the
Merch store.
and over at the Merch Store. Not only can you buy our current run of merchandise, however, we got something cool we got to talk about. These glasses were made for the show, right?
Go ahead and go close here.
We have an actual set that wasn't misprinted, so we have 4 of these. Pro Wrestling's Throwdown is where they messed up our logo with our names on it. So Big Bad John has one, I've got one, Luke has one, and Max has one. And we were trying to figure out what to do with these because the company sent us the right ones and replaced them. So with these, we are going to auction them off as a set. Once in a lifetime Pro Wrestling Throwdown merch, because it's a mistake that's never going to be made again no matter what. So for the next 2 months, we are going to be running a raffle, the same thing that we do with our giveaways every month. However, you do not get points for purchases with these, you get points for donations. So every time you donate $1, you get an entry.
Yes.
If you donate $5, you get 5 entries, and we're running this until the end of, what did we say, July. So we'll do the drawing for these glasses, one of a kind Pro Wrestling Throwdown merch, never going to be made again. I sound like Don West right now.
I mean, if you want us to sign them,
Yeah, whatever you want when you get them, we'll do to it
Yep.
or do with
Billy
it.
Mays.
I don't know if anything.
Yeah, but anyway, so for the next 2 months, we're going to be running this. If you donate, you get an entry, and you get a piece of one of a kind piece of merch that we're going to run until the end of July. We'll do that drawing on August 1st or the first weekend of August that we're here.
And they get all four.
And you get all four. We're not separating the set. You get all four, which they all look like this, but they say Pro Wrestling's Throwdown, and they've got all of our names on them. And we're probably.
Sign them if you
Yeah, we'll sign them. We'll throw in, I don't know, maybe some fucking stickers or something.
We'll figure
go
something
with it. But yeah,
They'll lick them.
so keep an eye out for that. Once in a lifetime merchandise, right there, y'all. Never gonna be made again.
Donations
Not ever.
can be made
Donations only.
at
Streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown.
All right, hit us with the next one, please. All right, WWE President. Thank you, Wrestle Ops. First off, source, of course, you can see on here. I don't want to give everyone credit where we get these from.
Sure.
WWE President Nick Khan has filed to sell what appears to be all of his holdings, 234,424 shares in the TKO Group's holdings.
That doesn't mean he's leaving the WWE or anything like that. So you get those stock options when you take an office position. Due to the buyout, he got offered some more. And basically, he can list them and sell them and make money off of it. He draws his salary already, so he's probably just looking to make a couple smooth extra $100 million, which I can't fucking blame him for. Now, it wouldn't mean that he doesn't have any voting power when it comes to board meetings, but he's got a secure gig and he's the president of the company, so it's not like he really needs it.
Right.
I hope he sells every bit of it. I hope he sells it to like the group within TKO. That way, the ownership there goes, but also the value stays the same. But fuck it, man, sell it, make that money. Pat Patterson used to do it all the time. He lists his stocks once a year, once or twice a year. Sell it off for a couple of cool million for the tax man and a couple cool million for yourself and call it a day.
Yeah. Speaking of days, it is again Hall of Fame Day for me. I have 2 inductions.
All right. Now, if
to my Hall of Fame.
If you weren't with us the last couple weeks, Luke is building a legitimate Hall of Fame. Some of these selections are funny. Some of them are meant to be actually thought-provoking and have a conversation. We did have the BENOIT conversation last week. So I'm interested to see what you got for me this week.
All right. Well, first inductee. Go ahead and hit us with it. Mantar. Mantar, of course, is known as one of the greatest gimmicks of all time. Managed by one James E. Cornette. Mantar had all the caliber and talent that you would want in a top superstar in 1994 and 5 in the WWE. Passed away here recently. There was an episode that we have that I'm not proud of. But there was an episode, so this is basically just to schmooze over the problems that we have with the Mantar problem. Which really isn't a problem because it isn't a problem anymore. But Mantar, my first induction into my Hall of Fame. What do you think, Caleb? There you go. See? Clap for the man. All right, and our next one.
Fuck Mantar.
Our next one has a little bit more of a historical meaning.
Okay. Is it
he's
Abraham
done
Lincoln?
a lot of great things in history. Go ahead and this is the first one.
I bet you it's Abraham Lincoln.
This is a picture of him with Nelson Mandela during during the Million Man March. Cody Rhodes is a historian. He actually cured racism. I didn't know if anyone knew that.
Cured it?
Cured it.
Ended it.
Completely.
Cured. Racism is no longer exists.
To the point where I was thinking to myself, I have an idea. I'd like to pitch Netflix right now.
The Cody Rhodes
The Cody Rhodes story. Go ahead and hit us with the next one. Now, this would be... Netflix would sponsor it. It would be the Negro Icon, the Cody Rhodes story. You thought wrestling has more than one black champion. I think that it should drop in July, right around the 4th of July. It would be a great Netflix cartoon. Good way to usher in Monday Night Raw. And you still have Cody Rhodes on Netflix. I think that it's a win-win. Either way we go, Cody Rhodes in my Hall of Fame.
I would like to thank
Cody
everyone.
Rhodes for the people.
I would like to thank everyone for viewing this show for the last 5 years. This will be our last broadcast.
But you're the one that's always talking about Cody Rhodes going in the Hall of Fame. I'm helping.
Now, I would like to remind people how Cody Rhodes ended racism. He fought a black British Olympian in a wrestling match and beat him. And ended the impending war that we were going to have, I guess, with the UK.
I do like the difference that Netflix is making with the different color of blue. Hit us with the next one, please. All right, story time.
Careful.
Back in when the $1 Million Corporation was going, this guy here is known as Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Duke the Dumpster Drosy was supposed, they had this idea, wheels in motion, to make him more than just a gimmick character. What they did is they took all these pictures, they were going to have him win a couple matches, and then join the $1 Million Corporation by finding money in one of the trash cans and becoming a stock guy and going with the $1 Million Corporation. He was supposed to win the Intercontinental Championship back in, I think it was like 95, when the corporation was going on, and 2 weeks later after this shoot took place, the storyline got dropped.
Derek, WWE Raw will be on Netflix soon, so that makes sense. Derek, God love you.
So Duke the Dumpster Drosy was originally supposed to be a full-fledged heel. Like I said, however, quickly and quietly, apparently, this is the only picture that survives that anyone can see of him as the $1 Million Man character.
I'll be totally honest, I've never heard that story.
I didn't either. I come across it, thought it was really cool.
That is really cool.
To share, go ahead and hit us with the next one. The Rock on Twitter, or the X, as they call it now, announced that Drew McIntyre has finally signed a deal.
Come back! No, wait, sorry.
So be looking forward to more CM Punk, Drew McIntyre shit. I think the reason that CM Punk hasn't been on TV, no. I think the reason that he cost him that title match in the last 2 weeks, Punk hasn't been on TV.
Yeah, true.
I think they were waiting to see if Drew was going to sign.
And then figure out what they would do with Punk.
To see what they were going, because he was supposed to be on both nights of the draft.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He come out after SmackDown went off the air and talked to the crowd, but he was supposed to be televised both nights.
Well,
so take that with what you will.
Number one, that's a great deal for the WWE because Drew's, like we talked about last week, a great talent. I never really expected him to sign anywhere else. I expected him to make him wait and pay him, which I hope he did. I hope he got his fucking...
Oh, he got everything he wanted.
You know what I mean? I hope he gets that main event at Clash of the Castle every year. I mean, I hope he rooked him for everything he could get out of him.
100% agree with everything you're saying.
Anybody who deserves it is fucking Drew McIntyre.
Yes, 100%.
Does not get the props for holding down the company during the worst period of wrestling ever, which is COVID.
Him and CM Punk shit's going to be good. People, I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
Here's with the next one. I'll let you have this one. Hey, Derek, you ready? Derek, are you ready? Okay.
So, Tony Khan did something incredibly right this week. If you didn't watch Dynamite during the return of Jack Perry, Jack basically comes out to the ring and tells Tony, I want us to go forward, bury the hatchet, let's do business, and let's make AEW great. Tony Khan's like, you know what? Absolutely. They hug. Jack Perry smiles, attacks Tony Khan, and then Tony Khan gets fed a Meltzer driver from the Young Bucks.
Yes.
The very next day is the NFL draft.
Yes.
Right? Tony Khan shows up to the draft in a fucking neck brace, which is brilliant. It's great for the business. It's wonderful. Like, they sold some kayfabe. They got it on national television with ESPN. You can fucking talk about that and turn it into an angle, right?
Right.
And every wrestling fan watching this goes, man, he actually fucking did it. That's fantastic.
And then, take him off.
This fucking guy
There you go.
gets on national fucking television when asked about his own company, the company that his father built, his father paid for, the company that he has signed all of this talent to and is doing his absolute best to create an environment that I don't know what the fuck. And they start asking him about AEW. His company. Mind you, free airtime on ESPN. The third largest
The number one
viewership,
leader in sports
entertainment and third largest viewership in the fucking nation on syndicated television, second only to ABC and another broadcasting channel that ABC owns, or Disney owns. And this fucking guy starts talking about how they're up against the evil WWE. And he goes on and he says, AEW is like the Pepsi of professional wrestling. Now, when you hear that,
Oh, sorry.
which, by the way, kudos to him for throwing the shot at Punk.
Yeah.
But seriously, when you hear that, Max, and you say, we're like the Pepsi.
No, that's the two things, is CM Punk and Pepsi fucking sucks.
But here's the next part of this conversation. If you're comparing something to Pepsi, what's the normal response?
Coke is way better
Coke,
than Pepsi.
right?
I would prefer Coke.
Some would say
Is Pepsi okay?
that as far back to the 1980s, Coke and Pepsi have always done that dance with one another, and instead of Tony Khan saying the WWE, the biggest, baddest, most powerful wrestling promotion in the world, is like Coke because they're the leading brand,
You know
he
what?
goes on to say, go ahead, Max.
I even worked for Pepsi, and that sucked too.
So heard that. And then goes on to fucking say, instead of WWE being like Coke, he says WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of the wrestling world. Which, number one, draws immediate attention to all of the shit going on with Dan Schneider and all of the shit with Vince McMahon, and it's all relative to Harvey Weinstein, and that's where you wanted to track the conversation. And that right there is a mistake in and of itself when you have literally every single fucking person that leaves your company sign an NDA so they don't talk about the fact that you, as the CEO of the company, is railing more cocaine than fucking Robert Downey Jr. on the set of the first Iron Man movie. No, let's fucking forget that part. It's the fact that you willingly, continuously attack and criticize the WWE for their business practices when you knowingly took money from Ric Flair's sponsorship after the episode of Dark Side of the Ring aired. Not only did you forewarn against ever putting him back on TV, but you did, and then you took his sponsorship. You had several female superstars file complaints about a superstar who goes unnamed in every single fucking NDA proffered, even though he kind of looks like the guy who calls himself the Learning Tree. And you want to go out and you want to criticize, yes, what Vince McMahon did was fucking evil. No one's arguing that. But not only did you take an opportunity to talk about your company and say, you know what, we are the number two, but here's what even the stupid shit that you already do when you promote it, when you go on Twitter and you're like, here's what we got lined up on Wednesday. You could have told the entire world you just have the first black AEW world champion. And Swerve Strickland's going to get some time this week. You could have told them that you have the current reigning and defending IWGP World Champion in your wrestling company as well, and he also main evented. And you've got two legitimate world champions, including the Ring of Honor World Champion. You could have chosen every other fucking alley to put yourself over, and instead you chose to say one of the dumbest things, so dumb, in fact, that when he said it, the guys who were on the fucking panel with him immediately had to change the subject.
Yep.
Because they're there to talk about wrestling and sports, you dumb cunt. And the problem with it, again, it is totally okay to call out the evils of the WWE, but don't do it under the guise of a moral compass that you clearly don't fucking possess, or you would fire guys like Darby Allin, who abused Gigi Dolan her entire fucking relationship, and there are some of us who are on the indies who witnessed it, you witless, hapless fuck! Sorry. But goddamn.
You also
Fuck me.
You also forgot.
Remember the camera's up there.
I know.
You also forgot that Coke tastes better than Pepsi.
And again, outside of all the shit I'm actually mad about, why didn't you just call the WWE Coke?
Because he doesn't want Coke coming out of his mouth.
Hamster wheel driven brain, did you think that going with Harvey Weinstein would have gotten you any more traction other than negative on top?
All you're doing is bringing up trauma and triggers for the people
I
who
mean,
actually
Jesus
listen to that
fucking
shit.
Christ, what are we doing? You've got valuable
He's very unprofessional.
free airtime where you could be putting over your own superstars. You could be putting over the fact that you've got guys like FTR who bleed for the fucking business, where you've got this amazing connection with New Japan, and you brought the greatest star in Japanese wrestling history ever, Kazuchika Okada, over, and he's part of the group that attacked you. You could have put over your own angle. You could have fucking chosen any other thing, and you go with the Harvey Weinstein route. Dude, I hate it here, and I want wrestling to get better, and I want people to enjoy it, and I want promoters and owners to stop being pieces of shit! Stop it! Stop it!
You feel better now?
No! Stop it! Just stop being pieces of shit! Stop it!
Alright, speaking of pieces of shit, let's hit us with our next and last story for our part.
Oh, look! I didn't know Karma drove buses.
You could ask her.
Darby Allin got hit by a bus.
Caleb.
Darby Allin got hit by a bus. I feel badly now that I said what I said, but fuck him.
Don't.
No, I don't at all. However, let's like flipping the script and try to turn this up. Tony was thinking about the other Coke while trying to steer the AEW ship
That's
by
right.
himself.
That's right, Derek.
This fucking guy, and look, I know I just like threw him under the bus here, but I want to like flip. I want to. Oh my god, that actually was an accident. But I do want to flip the script. Hi, Dad.
What's up, Dad?
And I want to flip the script a little bit because this guy's had nothing but bad fucking luck. He plans this fucking
karma.
yeah. He plans this fucking climb to Mount Everest that Tony Khan invests money in,
Yeah.
supports him doing, gives him an infrastructure to do it with. He gets injured on the pay-per-view where Sting is retiring, where he's going to go away and give the people time to forget about it. He gets injured then, breaks his fucking leg. On the way, like that week, to a fucking x-ray, gets hit by a fucking car, or gets into a car accident. And then last 2 days, yesterday, walking across the street with a broken leg already, gets hit by a fucking bus.
That is the cold hand of hand of his maker going, hey, Darby, stay home, knock it the fuck off.
Quit it.
Quit it.
Quit it. Yeah, rest in peace.
Hey, Dad.
Get well soon is what
I bet
meant.
that bus route was slow by like 15 minutes.
Get well soon, Darby Allin.
New York City's lucky they didn't back up and run him back over.
Oh, buddy.
Hit us with the next one.
Oh, was there another one?
It's that time. That is the last of ours.
Great, I gotta pee, so.
All right. It's about this time.
In a minute, I'm gonna need to send a message.
He's singing in there.
Tell them where they can find us, Luke.
You can find us. You can find us at. Well, you can find us all over the place.
Well, you can find us
Where
here at
specifically?
youtube.com/.
Oh yeah. You found us if you're watching this. You found us. You won. You can find us at facebook.com/ProWrestling Throwdown. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok, ProWrestling Throwdown 1. You can catch us at streamlabs.com/ProWrestling Throwdown or ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, where you can access that.
Merch store.
It's a merch store. Somebody give me some energy.
And the merch store. Actually, I've been working really hard over here. We've got several new things in here in all of our line of merchandise.
We've got
Including,
pillows.
We've got some pillows that we've just put together.
So if you want one with Caleb's face on it so you can hug it at nighttime, we can make that happen.
You gotta ask for that one, though.
You gotta ask for it. I want it in. Send us in the comments how many people.
I'll even let you pick the picture.
I'll even let you. I'll even pick the picture. The contest for the
Once in a lifetime. Alright, so these were ordered. I'll explain it one more time. These were ordered for the show. They were misprinted. There are only 4 of them. Ever being made, ever made again. It says Pro Wrestling's Throwdown. It's still got all of our names on it. This is Big Bad John, so you got to look for it. The beer mugs. We're auctioning off all 4 glasses as one set, so we're not splitting them up. The only way to get entered for that giveaway is by a donation at streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. You donate $1, you get an entry. You donate 5, you get 5 entries. This is going to run until the very last weekend of July, and then the first weekend of August, we're going to take the drawing, and whoever donated the most, or whoever wins that drawing based on their donations, wins all 4 glasses.
We're going to put your names on a wheel.
Darby Allin's just a walking hazard, no escaping that thought.
yeah, right.
I should have sent the merch this week. We'll send a picture soon. Nice.
Right on. I appreciate that, Derek. I hope that you enjoy what you get.
It's fucking pillows.
Okay, now with that being said, it's about that time.
It's time for birthdays.
Bullshit.
Max.
Take her away.
All right. Well, we don't really have anything, so let's just go right into birthdays, shall we?
All right.
No, we have no real new champions.
We don't. Well, Becky, I
Well,
guess.
no, we have all new champions. We have no
talk about
for Reigns yet. We'll figure out something.
However, I would very much like if we put Swerve Strickland in that rundown and make sure that people know he's the first black AEW World Champion.
100%.
Remind me, and I will.
that'd be a
I'll
cool
start
touch.
doing that.
100%. All right, let's do this. Hit us with our first one. That is Mr. Drew Gulick.
Oh, good!
Mr. Drew Gulick.
Another piece of shit.
Here's the deal. The Ronda Rousey thing, take that shit with a grain of salt, as far as
I
I'm
don't.
concerned.
Whatever, man. He's what, 35.
36.
37
Ooh,
today.
Good stuff.
I like Drew Gulak. Fuck what anybody's opinion is of him. I like him. And I don't buy the shit went down the way the shit.
I liked him better when he was taller and his name was Timothy Thatcher.
That's also true. less hair. Hit us with the next one, Sweet Tea. Hey, that
Paul
is Hall of Fame inductee Paul Roma.
Okay.
Paul Roma, of course, one part of the Young Stallions.
Young Stallions.
Also a member of Power and Glory with Hercules back in the 90s.
Please.
Paul Roma's up there. He also, if you want to see a shoot interview that's real interesting,
He's got a
check
good
him
one.
out. He has a lot to say about Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he does.
A lot of things that even the media isn't talking about. Paul Roma's got to be in his 70s, 76.
I'm going to say 65.
He's still wrestling, I think.
How about 65 today?
Oh!
Yeah, all right, brother. There you go.
Nice.
That is Mr. Titus O'Neil, otherwise known as Mr. Royal Rumble.
The Gravitron.
The Gravitron. He defies it.
He was one half of, what's the tag team with the Primetime Players with Darren
Yes,
Young.
yes.
Couple-time tag team champion. Now he's actually really solidified his place as an ambassador with the WWE and does a tremendous job. Part of the original NXT.
Yes.
Part of the original Nexus.
Yep. Original NXT, original Nexus. He is the, what do they call him? The ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
He works with the Boys and Girls Club of America. Very good dude. Was a former Florida Gator. Hence the or whatever he does. Isn't as good as Braun Breaker. I'm going to say he's every bit 39 years old.
I'm going to say 40 because I think he's older.
Titus O'Neil will be 47.
Nice.
Oh my God, he's way older than I thought.
Well, I thought originally 44, but you went so low that I didn't know I had you.
All right, hit us with the next one. That is Mr. Black Machismo. That is
Motherfucking Jay Lethal.
Jay
baby.
Lethal.
That is
Mine.
the Black Macho Man.
Yeah,
Jay
Jay
Lethal.
Lethal.
Black Machismo.
He looks freaking awesome.
He also has
I
an
was really
impression
happy
that
you were
is
doing the
great.
Macho Man thing
Yeah.
earlier.
He wrestled as the Black Macho Man, called Black Machismo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And also
some of the
did-
funniest
you,
shit ever.
you need to go back and watch
Also
that.
did the,
that,
All right,
if
that's
you
my
have,
homework for tonight.
But he also
I even recommend if you haven't seen
Yeah.
any of
he
that.
also does an incredible Ric Flair impression. And one of the highest rated episodes was him and Ric Flair having the woo off.
They were wooing at
It's
each
amazing.
other from the entranceway.
How does seal equal Florida Gator? Oh, that's a good question. The ooh thing.
Oh,
I don't know. Jay Lethal also
Or something like that.
Ring of Honor World Champion, multiple time TNA X Division Champion, Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion.
He's in AEW right now.
AW Tag Team Partner with Jeff Jarrett. 45? Might be a little ambitious, but
I really want that outfit.
46.
Ooh, you're both high. How about 39 on the 29th?
Okay,
Jay
that makes
Lethal's
sense.
not
That
even
does make
40
sense.
yet. Wow.
Yeah,
No point there.
You're older than Jay Lethal.
The Woo Off was indeed a classic. Yes, 100%.
That's Sean Devari.
That is X Division champion,
Devari?
or former X Division champion. No, that is Devari, Sean
Bashir.
Devari.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older Devari.
Yeah.
Once was the manager of Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah.
What is his name now?
Abdul Bashir.
Bashir
he
now.
wrestled under.
It is now. He used to be known as Devari in the WWE.
That's right. And his TNA. It was
Yeah.
under.
Isn't
I
he
didn't
an
know if he was
agent?
still
Yeah.
wrestling or not.
Yeah, he's a WWE agent
That's what I
now.
thought.
He does
That's right. That's what I did read that.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah, that's a tough one.
I want to 45.
40?
How about 40 years old on the 30th?
Wow, another young guy. That's crazy.
Well, that makes sense. He was wrestling with Machismo.
Well, yeah, and
Tied it tied to a piece.
Muhammad Hassan wasn't, well, he debuted in 05, so he hadn't even been in the system for 20 years. Of course, that would have made him like 20 years old when Muhammad Hassan debuted. That's crazy.
Go ahead, Sweet Tea. Hit us with the next one. That is...
Also, on the 30th, hang on,
Okay.
that is El Hilo. Tell me how to say this right, Clay.
El Hijo del Vikingo?
No.
El Hilo
Del Fantasma. Yeah.
Tama. Ventama. Phantasma is the group.
Yes.
Oh.
Vantama is what
Gotcha.
he wrestled under.
Well, either way, it's
King Cuerno.
Cuerno.
Yes.
Santos
Escobar.
leader of the former NWO,
I was trying to learn
LWO.
how- I was learning how
Yeah.
to say that in Spanish. It's something along the lines of Son of the Ghost.
Yeah.
Numerous time champion in his career.
He was super.
39 years old.
He was my favorite guy in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Like just the fucking coolest, the baddest.
Columbus too.
And then when he got hired on, remember I think we were doing the show and I was like,
Him and Ricochet wrestled each other and we were like, look, it's Puma.
He's supposed to be in NXT, and then we realized it was him.
Yeah.
Him in the lucha suits. How'd you say 39?
39.
34.
How about the Son of the Ghost will be 40 years old?
Oh, damn, nice.
That's me. My point. 9 point.
That's pretty.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Henry.
Oh yeah, Joe Henry.
I believe in
I
Joe
thought that sounded
Henry.
familiar.
That's his theme song, and it's fantastic. The second verse is just about all the countries that love Joe Henry.
I only know it from you saying it.
Yeah. He just got released from, AEW, I think.
He was in
Or
he was
NXT.
in TNA.
But wherever he was, he got released from.
Yeah, he was in TNA. I hope he goes NXT. I like Joe Henry.
Yeah. 31.
32.
How about 36 on May 1st?
Wow.
Damn. You look good for 36.
You're older than Joe Henry.
I'm older than Joe Henry. Or whatever. That is Ray Traylor, the Big
AKA
Boss
the
Man.
Big Boss Man.
Also known as
Derek, you also believe in Joe Henry? Very nice.
1963 to 2004.
2004.
It's like Beetlejuice,
Also
it
known
says
as
Big
what
Boss.
was it? Big Bubba Rogers. He was the original
Big
Mr.
Bubba,
Hughes.
the original Mr. Hughes.
He was Mr. Hughes at the Big Bubba Rogers when Corny fell from the
Scaffold.
and blew both his knees.
R.I.P. Ray Traylor.
We remember
Ray
him
Traylor's
on
cool as
May
fuck, dude.
He also killed and fed Al Snow's Chihuahua to him on television.
His name was Pepper.
Don't forget.
Get it right.
That happened.
Yep.
Happened in wrestling canon.
Was this Memorial, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, Big Boss Man. Best thing Big Boss Man ever did, if you ask me, writing on Paul White's dad's casket at his Big Show's dad's.
I'm sorry.
Yo, daddy.
I'm sorry about your dead daddy.
I have something else.
Was that Alcatraz?
Yeah, what is this?
That is Alcatraz.
Oh, it's The Rock. Is this with the next one? Ha I got it.
Nice. That's a good one.
Welcome
All right.
to The Rock.
Welcome to the Rock.
Should he get an extra point for that?
No,
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Give me some Connery.
I don't think I can do that.
Welcome to
May's also
Come
on May
on.
2nd. That is
Oh, we're-
The Rock. Not to be confused with Dwayne Johnson.
No, they just look a lot alike.
completely different person.
Yeah, honestly, different.
The Rock, 51 years old.
52. I think he's 51, but also 52.
How about 52 on May 2nd?
Oh shit! I thought you had that one on me. My bad.
All right, next. That is legendary Stu Hart.
On the 3rd, we remember him, 1915 to 2003.
Jesus, dude had a long life. All Hart dynasties. Patriarch? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Stu Hart used to make people cry for fun.
Yep.
He's a sadistic motherfucker, but he puts out good wrestlers.
So I say responsible for one of the greatest.
And he was the
wrestling
father of
dynasties in
like
history.
what, 37 children?
Yeah. All of the wrestlers are married wrestlers.
And illegitimate.
And then
All
you're-
right. I love Stu Hart. Him and Jerry Lawler would be great. Who we got here?
Then you're really going to love the next
Oh,
one.
Mr. Fuji. I love Mr. Fuji.
Where's Fuji?
Mr. Fuji, 1934 to 2016. May 4th, we remember him.
I would like to point out that after he left the professional wrestling business, he decided to become an usher at a movie theater in his hometown so he could be close to his grandkids.
That's
He's
awesome.
legitimately worked as a movie theater. I'll get a picture for next week if
cool.
someone will remind me. Will you write that down for me, Sweet Tea?
Didn't know that.
It has him in his name tag and everything. He decided to retire in the usher business, I guess is the easiest way to say it. Rest in peace, Mr. Fuji, one of the most dastardly, greatest managers of all time. If it wasn't for him, Yokozuna would not have sold, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Mr. Fuji, fantastic. If you ever want to see his acting abilities, There's a movie called Body Slam
Yeah.
that he's perfect in. Hit us with the next one. Rest in peace, sir.
All right, last 2 wrestling birthdays.
Ryan Shamrock.
That is Ken Shamrock's storyline sister.
Oh, okay.
That
I had no
Val
idea
Venus
that was
used to have her as his manager and had a video made of him and her.
That's right.
Ryan Shamrock is not actually legitimately his
No.
sister. She dated X-Pac for a while. She's the one that found X-Pac when he tried to kill himself in Mexico.
Yeah.
Found him hanging.
She's the DX Flasher girl.
Yes. Yeah.
She's the one who the clip where Triple H gets the girl to flash him on Raw. That's her.
Yeah. Then they brought her in. Then they brought her in and made her Ken
Yeah.
Shamrock's sister.
Yeah.
With that being said, that was the Attitude Era.
And she and Waltman are still together, actually. I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
She's the one who put him in rehab.
Man. Probably 46. She's
47.
Probably pretty young.
No point. She'll be 45
Okay,
on
yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
We were close, though.
Right
We were
there.
close, though, bro.
So that makes our last wrestling birthday.
Hit us with the next one. Mr. Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy. Pockets, as Caleb likes to call him. Orange Cassidy, former international champion in AEW.
Formerly Trent's friend.
Formerly Trent's friend, not no more. He's only Chucky's friend now.
That's right.
Which was inducted into our Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy's every bit of 36 years old.
I was going to say 36, actually. 37.
Orange Cassidy will be 40 years old.
Really?
Did not
Wow.
know.
I'll take that point, but he's older than
Well,
I
that
was.
makes it
I like that
44
picture.
going into celebrity birthday.
All
Time.
right. Celebrity birthdays. Is it you that are above me? It's him above me, right?
What's the score?
Who's in the
That
lead?
makes it 4 to 4.
Oh, we're tied.
Oh, 4 to 4. Okay. Who am I looking at? That is Jessica Alba?
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
She was
today.
Sin City, bro.
Sin City, and she was Mrs. Fantastic in the original Fantastic
She's
Four.
also wasn't she married or dating Justin Timberlake for a while as well? Pretty sure that's a thing.
Could
Might be married.
Sure.
Did she have his kid?
No.
No.
I don't have a clue.
Jessica Biel was.
Jessica Biel.
Beal.
Got you. Jessica Alba's every bit of 40 years old.
41.
How about 43 today
All right.
I'll take it.
on Caleb?
That
Also
is
today,
Penelope Cruz.
Penelope
I did miss
Cruz.
Penelope
I am
Cruz.
Penelope Cruz.
She was the fake Jack Sparrow and the daughter of Blackbeard
Uh-huh.
in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Fools Rush In.
Fools
I
Rush
love
In.
that movie, by
Me
the way.
too.
I have the Blackbeard ship.
No. Queen Anne's Revenge.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. I'm gonna say 44.
40.
Miss Penelope Cruz will be 50 years
Wow.
I'll take the point.
All
old
right.
today.
Good
Today.
for her.
Well, happy birthday, Penelope.
Keeping it tied.
Guess what the next one? That's my man from Lost. I can never think of his fucking name.
George Garcia.
George Garcia, Lost. Also in The
George
Ringer. With
I
Kevin
love him.
Hart.
I think
you ever seen The
he's
Ringer?
a great actor.
The Wedding, you ever seen The Wedding Ringer?
The Ridiculous Six.
The Ridiculous Six.
I've seen the Ridiculous Six.
He's the one that can't talk. His mom's a bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen him in several different
Lost
things. I
is
just
what
can't
he's
remember
most
the
known
name.
for.
Yeah.
I'm going to
He's usually
say
a side character.
that should give you some idea of how old he is. That's a that's a pretty accurate picture. Maybe a little older. I'm going to say 46.
47, because I don't have a fucking clue who the guy is.
How about 51 today?
Okay, I'll take it.
You need
Another
to watch
point,
Lost,
Caleb.
bro.
I know.
I think
Who
you'll
you talking
enjoy. I
about?
really think you'd enjoy it.
I watched the first season, but fuck, I was 10 years old when it came out.
Who's this?
I bet you'll know this guy, though. Doesn't look familiar to you?
Nope.
I thought you were a fan of Glee. Caleb.
No.
No.
You didn't watch Glee?
No.
You're a theater kid.
No, my brother watched Glee, and I
Oh.
have a sordid
This
history
is
with
Harry-
the actress who played Rachel Berry, but...
Harry Shum Jr.
Oh, okay.
He's
He
on
was
Glee.
in Glee back in the day, I guess. He'd been in a few other movies that I forget right
Oh,
Glee
shit,
should
that
have
guy
some
is the
time.
Blitz in How I Met Your Mother, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
really good. I like him a lot. He's a good, great actor. He's a martial. Martial artist.
Looks like he's part of Rogue One.
Is he 34?
35.
How about 42?
42.
Today.
The age is...
That was point.
He doesn't look
That was Luke's.
Mine.
Mike Chang from Glee, says Rachel.
This guy I should know. Hit us with the... yeah, okay.
That's the new Flash Thompson in the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man movies, yeah.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I wrote down to remind myself.
Yeah, new Flash Thompson.
Yes.
I don't know his real name.
Tony Rivoli.
Tony Rivoli. I think he's
Young
in,
man.
Rivolery.
I think he was also on like a Nickelodeon show or something before.
I thought he
Probably.
was too, but
Probably.
I couldn't
He looks
find-
super familiar.
I couldn't figure out what one was.
He's probably
I don't know, man. This could be either way. 35.
no 25.
Close. How about 28?
I'll take it.
Good enough for a point.
That's what the next one?
Mine usually is, Max.
Oh, that's... Yes. First off, I'm upset that Dangerous Minds isn't the picture for this. That is Miss Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's my queen. You will address
She
her as such?
single-handedly put me on to poetry from the movie Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
Danger. I don't know that I've seen that. Am I not
Ostracized.
remembering?
He's ostracized now.
I might know. I probably.
She was a
not.
teacher in an inner city school.
Mm-hmm.
Taught him poetry.
Rage Against the Dying of the Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, wore a leather jacket. The song "A Gangster's Paradise."
It was like the
I haven't
sister.
seen that in
It
so
was like
many-
the sister
Yeah.
movie to Dead Poets Society.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a very, very, very long time.
Either way, Michelle Pfeiffer, gorgeous, always.
Catwoman.
Yeah. Was it her? And no, it was Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn in Death
Well,
Because.
there's also a reason that I chose this picture,
Okay.
and you'll understand.
Michelle Pfeiffer also was in the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah, as the
Yes,
original one.
yes, she was.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I mean, she's in a ton of shit. My Dreams as a teenager.
My dreams
She
currently as
started
an
up
adult.
front. She started up front and behind.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. I'm gonna say respectfully. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
58 years old.
60. I think she's older.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He said 58. I said 60.
How about 66?
I'll take it.
Tomorrow on the 29th.
I'll take it. And just so we're all clear, she can still get it.
That's
Take it all the way to the bank.
makes it 8-6.
All right. Hit us
Alright.
with the next one.
Uma Thurman. I
Mrs.
get
Kill
it.
Bill herself.
Nice. Uma Thurman, Kill Bill. The
Poison
Tarantino
Ivy,
film,
obviously.
Pulp Fiction, and Poison Ivy. She was also in another fucking like weird culty movie. I can't think of it. Doesn't matter. Uma Thurman. $63.
Ooh, I don't think she's that old. 50.
How about 54?
Damn!
You gave that one to me.
My bad. My bad. I take it back.
Here's with the next one.
Wow, today's been comic book day.
Oh, Mrs. Kirsten Dunst.
Kristen Dunst, also known as
Mary Jane
Mary
Parker.
Jane Parker. She was also in Number the Stars, where she got transferred back in time and had to be in the Holocaust. Anybody else remember having to watch that in school?
Very rare in my
Maybe,
mind.
possibly.
But yes.
Yeah, she gets transferred back in
Yeah,
time. She's
very
doing-
old. Just barely.
She's doing a report on the Holocaust,
And she gets
and
sent
she
back
gets
in
sent back
time.
in time.
Yeah,
She was also in the original Interview with the Vampire.
of course. One of the greatest roles of all time.
Little Women, yeah.
Little Women, fantastic. movie.
One of my personal favorites, Mona Lisa Smile.
Oh, Jumanji. Yeah.
Oh,
She's a little girl in Jumanji. Yeah.
Mona Lisa Smile, where she
Yeah.
plays the bitch in the class.
She's been in a lot of good
Yeah.
shit.
How old are you though, dear?
I can't tell you.
Oh, let's see. Is she more my age or more your age?
Definitely more your age. 41. No, probably older than that. But you know what? I said it. I'm sticking with 40.
I'm going to go 40.
How about 42?
Oh!
Damn.
Oh! Whoa!
Damn. That's a good one. This is Mr. Jonathan Galecki,
Johnny Galecki
Roseanne,
as
and
both
The Big Bang Theory,
as
and that's all you need
both.
to know.
David and no, he had a different name. Remember on the first episode of Roseanne he appeared on, we're sitting with
Played as two different
Darlene.
characters.
Yeah, he's the same character, but they changed the name. He's still Mark's little brother, but it's David. He's credited for both, which is hilarious. But it's David and something else, and I can't remember.
I don't remember it. I remember David.
Yeah. Anyway, and
yeah,
of course
Big Bang
Leonard,
Theory.
Big Bang Theory, was in Time with Justin Timberlake
Great movie.
as the buddy who drank himself to death at the bar.
Great fucking movie, dude. He's in a lot of good movies. One called Overdose. Did you ever see the one Overdose where they're all, or I don't know if it's called Overdose, but it's about a bunch of people who overdose on this medicine together, and then they have like this weird fucking trip together. I think it's called Overdose.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
47.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. He was obviously.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Johnny
But-
Galecki is way fucking older than you think he is.
I'm saying 47.
I'm saying 48.
Well, I am going to say, let me find it here because I lost it. 49.
49.
Yep, I'll take it. Him
Got
and Jim
about
Parsons both.
6 left.
Fuck him. Fuck him down
I
on the
love
farm.
that you chose that fucking picture.
Fuck him down on the farm. Fuck him underneath the Friday Night Lights. Fuck him.
Fucking
Fuck him. Fuck him. Yeah, fuck how old he
So
is.
Luke has this thing where he hates Tim McGraw. Now hold on, because before you say anything, he didn't hate Tim McGraw when we first met. He thought Tim McGraw made some pretty decent music. And then he watched Friday Night Lights and was just convinced that there's no way Tim McGraw was that good of an actor, that he's just an asshole. And mind you, Tim McGraw donates to like 30 charities every year.
He donated whatever fucking
Hold on,
he
hold
beat
on.
that
Let me finish what I'm saying.
He beat that
In
child.
real life, donates to charities every year, has been married to Faith Hill for like 35 years.
He's trying to kill
Is a
us.
diligent, active father.
He's trying to kill us.
Gave back to like his family, bought his mom, like has been a stand-up guy with fame,
It's a giant piece of shit.
and has just been in a couple of movies. But
Giant?
because of this,
Piece
will
of
never
excellence.
let it go.
He was in Flicka.
Fuck Flicker. I hate Tim McGraw.
Think about like how about The Blind Side?
Fuck that. Okay, first off, that whole fucking movie was wrong.
I mean, I know that, but
It's a lie.
he didn't do it.
He was in on it. He killed Gwyneth Paltrow and Country Strong. He's a fault for everybody. Now she makes vagina candles for some fucking reason. Tim McGraw is every bit of how do you age an asshole? How does that work? Do you count the rings? Okay, every bit of I don't know, 60. I don't fucking know. 60 years too fucking long.
Ooh, I don't think he's quite 60. I'm gonna say 50, but I could be wrong.
How about 57?
Oh!
I'm glad you got the point. Enjoy it. Fuck him. Next picture, please.
We got 5 left.
Who the fuck? Look, Eddie
Eddie
Winslow.
Winslow, goddammit!
He actually just joined a.
Darius McCrary.
He's also on
What did he join?
some ABC show where he's a doctor.
Yep, he just joined it.
No, he's been on it for like...
Well, he's on a new show he just joined. Never mind. Who is this?
Darius McCrary.
Darius
That's
McCrary.
Eddie
Yeah, okay,
Winslow.
Eddie Winslow. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on some show on ABC where he's a doctor. He was also the guy who got turned into a vampire in Dusk Till Dawn from like the third one when he was getting a blowjob.
Yep.
Oh.
Second one.
Yeah, second one.
Him and the other bald one are
Yeah.
together at the end of
How
it.
do you age an asshole? That's a good one, Luke.
Thank you.
Eddie Winslow. Almost said Eddie Munster.
I wonder if he still lives with Waldo. So. No problem, Bob.
Cool.
Cool.
Man, 50s,
He
right?
also
Release?
come out not that long ago and said that the treatment of them, especially Jaleel White and the lady and the girl who played Laura, was
Yeah,
super fucking shitty.
yeah,
He was one of them that come out with the Dan Schneider shit.
yeah,
It was like they treated us like, no pun intended, he said they treated us like slaves.
yeah.
Which is fucked up.
That's how they
How
just
old
do
is
it.
Eddie? We grew up with him. I grew up with him.
Yeah,
Tell you.
he was in his 20s in the 90s, so he's got to be
49 years old.
50 years old, older than that.
No point. He'll be 48.
Oh, so
We grew up with him, man. I grew up with him.
Last
You were there for some of it.
Wild.
Last 4, it is 10-8.
I love her.
She is so good in everything she's in. Christine Baranski?
First of all, outside of all the roles you've ever seen her play, if you have HBO Max, I absolutely recommend her newest show.
yes.
It's basically like Downton Abbey, but it's not Bridgerton, and for some reason I cannot remember the name of it.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't want to look it up because
No.
I'll look it up afterward. Anyway, she plays the Maggie Smith role in the show.
It's on the thing there. She was the good wife as well, which was a damn.
Yeah, no, that's not there.
No, but I'm saying that was
Yeah, again, the role I'm thinking of is not there.
Oh, okay.
The mom in Big Bang Theory, we knew. Mamma Mia. The Grinch, obviously.
Obviously. Madhouse.
God damn it, what is the name of this fucking show?
It's new.
The Gilded Age, thank you.
Yep,
It's on its
new.
second season, but she just fucking rules.
She's cool as
Yeah,
shit.
she's great.
She's
Watch
also
her.
timeless.
That being said, Christine Baranski,
She's gotta be
motherfuck. 66 years old.
67.
How about 72 on the second?
Nice. Oh,
She could still get it.
you know what?
She's hot.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
She could still get it.
There's
Also
Alright,
on the
here's the next
second, this is Mr.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
He is 52 years old.
53.
How about 52 years old on the second?
I'll take it.
We're not counting that, goddammit.
It's
the same for-
it's completely
You even said.
We said
I know,
I know. There too.
Give me that point, bitch. Who's this?
Oh, birthdays.
That's my man from fucking Psych.
Dual Hill.
Dual Hill.
Oh, that's okay. I recognize him now.
You know what it is?
He was in Urban Legends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was in the greatest TV show of all time, Psych. It was fucking great. He was great in it. Gus was his name in that show. Grant Gusterson, otherwise known as Gus.
I never watched it.
He drove the Blueberry. You know what's up.
I know it. I'm aware of it.
Shit.
Man, I don't know. 50. Let me say 50.
44.
How about 49?
Ooh,
and
I
don't
was
switch it yet.
Okay.
That was Luke's point.
Yep.
Makes it 11-10. Luke's lead
Oh,
now.
shit.
Now, Caleb, do you remember that Flash movie where they had all the Batmans, Supermans from?
Is motherfucking Dean Cain the next
No,
on this
just
list?
hang on, listen to me.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember how they left out? Everybody was pissed off. They left out Dean Cain.
Uh-huh.
I think somebody is Batman, maybe, possibly, right?
Well, I was mad that Dean Cain got left out of Crisis on Infinite Earths,
Well,
where they pulled Tom Welling
I was
and
mad
Brandon
that
Routh.
they left out one of my favorite Batman of all time. Go ahead and switch it now.
Mr. Will Arnett.
Nice.
They're right.
Will Arnett is Lego Batman.
Yep, that is
He
legitimate.
did all right.
And he should have been in the multiverse.
He was also in TMNT
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
as April O'Neil's guy.
drives
Also our
bus.
last birthday.
Will Arnett also is on Lego Masters. It's a fantastic show. If you have not seen it, you need to.
Blades of Glory,
Yes.
where he plays the dickhead brother.
About a half cut.
I miss Mom and Dad. Remember when they used to be alive?
That,
Been in 1,000 different
Yeah.
things. Saturday Night Live as well.
did you say let's go to prison?
No, but that's
Oh, I
good.
always
That's a
forget
great
about
one.
Let's Go to Prison.
That's because they did it with Rob Schneider about a year before that. It was the same exact fucking movie.
Yeah, where he went in and learned like karate.
And then they did it with Tim Allen as well.
Yeah,
Same
and-
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, same movie.
Yeah.
Get Hard.
Get Hard, yeah. Will Arnett. 50s at least, right?
Maybe.
53?
46.
Oh. How about 53 years old
Oh, shit!
on May the
Call,
4th
bro.
be with you?
Nice.
And that ties it at 11. I think I got a question or two in here. We'll figure out an extra point.
Okay.
All right, but as of right now, we sit tied. Hit us
Yes.
with the
And
next
of
one.
cour if the tie isn't broken, it reverts to the previous one,
Like
which
a
is me.
4-year-old
Welcome.
shoelace tied like a knot.
I'll tie you into so many knots the Boy Scouts won't be able to tie it.
All right, hit us with the next one.
All out of bubblegum. That's fucking awesome.
Is that legit?
No, I'm sure
I
that's
don't
fake.
know.
Because there's a soda that's blue that's called All Out of Bubblegum and it has him on the front of it.
That's gold.
Made
I'm
by
not-
Jones.
I haven't looked it up. I'm not sure.
You used to be able to get it real king.
What is it? Bubblegum ice cream with chocolate aliens.
I bet that's right. I bet
If that's real, we have to find it.
Yes.
And get some.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Get
Put
some.
on the fucking glasses. Hit us with the next one, please.
In Germany, they give you 25 cents of a euro for every can or plastic bottle you recycle. It's a refund of a deposit you paid when purchasing the item. This is just one of the reasons the streets are so clean there. That's true.
That's cool.
But also, something that is left out of that conversation is there are in almost every major metropolitan city in the country recycling centers. You could do that in America, and people just don't.
Yeah, but
Because
they're not
awful.
just out on the streets where you can just drive
They are.
in and get your change, though.
There are. Chicago
not
has
here.
them. St. Louis has them. I said major metropolitan. We live in Southern Illinois.
We live in America's armpit.
Okay, maybe I'm just a little out of the loop. I apologize. I live in Southern Illinois.
So I'm saying, we don't really get out much here, but I know I've seen them in them big cities.
I don't live up there. Damn big old shitty.
That's-
say you would. No.
Toka and Razar, but also Joe Pesci and
Yeah, I came across this.
Can
and
you pull
I
that
didn't make
closer,
this,
Max, so
came
I can
across
see
this
what your?
and-
Can you come closer so I can see what that looks like? Because it's all blurry.
it's the
to me.
Sticky Bandits
Okay.
and Toka and Razar.
Yeah. Obviously, they were
That's pretty good.
patented after the Wet Bandits.
Okay, but does that mean
Yeah.
that Macaulay Culkin's character is in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe?
Yeah, he would be the little delivery kid that doesn't know
Oh,
Scrubber.
there you go.
And it's with the next one.
They're babies.
Medieval peasants worked only about 150 days in a year. The church believed it was important to keep them happy with mandatory and frequent holidays. You have less holidays than a medieval peasant.
You're welcome.
Only in America. Fuck yeah.
Born in the USA.
To
Sorry.
work
I don't
your
want-
life away.
I don't want to be sued by the boss. We don't own that shit. Hit us with the next one, please.
They come running just as fast as they can, because every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
Fantastic. That's
The
fantastic.
things you find on the internet.
That's it. Well, it's real. If you found it on the internet.
I'm not going to say that someone shouldn't buy me a shark suit, but I'm also not going to say that someone shouldn't buy me a shark suit.
Right? I agree.
I would go in that store if someone was standing there like
I'd
that.
rock that shark suit.
I would go in the store just
Yeah,
because.
why not? See a guy in a shark suit.
Hey,
That'd
y'all.
be a story then.
Hey, hold on.
There's a shark dressed in a man's suit.
That's
Hey, hold on,
Of course
hold on.
I'm gonna go in there.
I think it's time for a shark party. To Anthony John.
Yeah, thank you.
Hit us with the next one, please.
India has built a 16-kilometer highway overpass to allow animals to pass underneath it.
Now, if you can see this picture really well, like it actually goes above most of the forest. So
That's
it actually,
cool.
yeah,
They don't disrupt the transferring grounds. from the
something
animals.
else done better than we do here.
Yeah, like most
America.
things.
Well, India, I mean, if the cow pulls out in the middle of the, gets out in the middle of the road, you have to stop.
Wolfie says, I used to own a shark costume. Jerry says, nice, I'll rock a shark suit. All right, guys, shark suits. We're getting them. I'm not buying you a shark suit until you buy my shark onesie I asked for almost a year ago. LOL, says Rachel. We'll see about that. All right, next. Someone called the Kentucky Derby Amish NASCAR, and my day hasn't been the same.
God damn it. That's what he's stuck in my head now.
I thought we needed to throw it again.
Amish NASCAR.
It's time.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
Did you know that race car spelled backwards is still race car?
Car Ramrod.
Car Ramrod.
Yeah, it's called a hominin.
Before either one of you fuck this up, just move on.
Homonym?
I have to do enough damage control for my bullshit.
Oh!
Shredder Nike.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
Oh, the Shredder Nike!
I want it. I need it in my
now.
life.
I want a Casey Jones one. The tag would be his fucking mask. It'd be great. Glow in the dark.
That's fucking dope.
That's fucking dope, though,
I was
dude.
like,
You know what? I
wonder
bet
if
the
those are
price
real.
on that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I had to mortgage 3 fucking houses just to be able to afford one.
Yeah.
You have to put the right one on layaway, and all of us Kmart kids know exactly what layaway is.
I know about layaway.
I go up and visit my shit when it's in layaway. I'm like, hey, did you come to pay for it? No, man, I just want to hold it in my hands.
Just came by to say hey.
I'm gonna walk around and I'll be back. You know?
Don't worry, Daddy's gonna get his shit together.
I'm
You
putting
get
my
to
foot
come
in
home.
one shoe, and one shoe only. Hit us with the next one, please.
all right, guys.
Tattoo gun.
Tell me what this is.
It's a tattoo gun.
I'm inclined to
tell
say
you that you're wrong, but it's not the correct answer.
It's
Well,
a
what is it?
motorized tattoo gun.
That's still not technically correct.
What is it?
Do you have a guess?
No,
You
I don't
have
have
a
I don't.
guess. What if I give you a clue? Can I give? I'll
You
give
give me a clue.
This is something that was later modified to create something that's used every day today.
So it's an electric pencil. Pen. Electric pen.
Go to the next one.
Huh.
Yeah. Become the first tattoo. Yeah, so I'm right.
First tattoo machine in 1891. And yet, it's weird to have tattoos
This is
200 years later.
electric pen invented
Right.
in 1876 by Thomas Edison.
Does where we live make sense to anyone else?
Nope. Welcome to Southern Illinois. Hit us with
Not
the
just
next one,
not just there. It's everywhere.
What we got here, Caleb?
When trains were introduced in the U.S., many people believed that women's bodies were not designed to go at 50 miles an hour, and that their uteruses would fly out of their bodies if they were accelerated at that speed. Well, having been
Again?
involved in several 50-mile-an-hour
my
trains,
goodness.
I can tell you
Oh my god.
that
Oh my
has never
god.
actually been an occurrence. Next slide, please, and you're fucking welcome.
Also,
Oh
that
my
gave
God.
Luke a point for guessing the pin.
Yeah.
So he wins
That'll
12
work
to
for me.
11.
Hit us with
Florida
the
man
next-
kidnapped
yeah.
scientists to make his dog immortal. I'm not saying I condone it, but I understand.
You're 100%. Yep, 100%.
Popeye the Sailor Man, first trailer, Popeye.
Now, I came across...
This is fake.
Yeah, so is the Lord of the Rock.
I've come across so much as Will Smith.
Who-
Did you bring a
I don't
towel?
know. I came across dozens of other people.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
their will
that's
didn't
fake.
fit.
That's 100% fake.
That's a good one, though.
It is a good one, though. Hit us with the next one, please. What we got here?
That's why I don't have one anymore.
This does not surprise me that you put this on here.
Well, how American. They got rid of the Indian and kept the land. America Sucks is the title of this episode.
Connie goes with the thing for today, doesn't it?
Damn.
I didn't even realize.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Don't switch this yet.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. It's
You
trapped.
guys like to play games on your phones?
Yeah.
Sure do.
I play some Candy Crush now and again.
Well, we've got a whole new way for you to play games on your phones.
I don't
Okay.
think we do, but all right.
Next one?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Whole new way to play. You like games like this?
I mean,
Candy Crush and
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Keep going here.
Okay.
Gotcha.
This is how you use it. Yeah.
That is a original Kegel exerciser for
And
119.20.
then go ahead and go to the
Okay.
last one there. Those are supposed to be reversed. That's
It's $119.
But you get an app, and then you mobile control it from.
I got an app
Anywhere
where that
it's
works with
connected to.
panties somewhere.
And it's not the worst time you could
Where are
possibly
you connected to, Caleb? Where are you gonna connect it to?
Well, I don't.
I mean, I know where you can plug it in.
I just help. I just help with the algorithm.
Hey, we'll be a sponsor.
plug it in. Plug it in.
My kid watches the show. My kid watches the show.
Oh, Lord. Hit us with the next one.
Ah, he did! Thank God! I don't get myself any more trouble. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in. That was a great episode this week.
It was a great episode this week.
Be sure to join us again. Don't forget about these bad motherfuckers here. These are the glasses. We're all getting auctioned off, like I said, by donation.
And go to Streamlabs, check out the new merch that we have.
Yeah, buddy.
Might not be there long. We're going to start trying to switch things out every now and then.
When you see us next week, we'll have results from Backlash.
We sure will.
Make sure to do that. Strap in. Enjoy y'all's week. And from us to you